Welcome to the world of Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of otome games is tough for mobs. The anime kicks off with a poor dude getting roped into playing a dating sim. Not by choice, but because his sister guilt-tripped him into it before heading off on vacation. She just had to know the ending, and Big Bro here was the unlucky guy stuck finishing her game. Now, this isn't just any game, it's a reverse harem game, which means the main girl's surrounded by hot guys all trying to win her heart. Our guy plays non-stop like his life depends on it. No food, no sleep, just pure suffering. And after all that grinding, the ending turns out to be hot garbage. He's ticked off, like, I can't believe I wasted my life on this levels of mad. Still annoyed, he heads out to grab some snacks. But surprise, dude's so weak from starvation, he passes out on the stairs and straight up dies. Game over, right? Nope. He wakes up in another world, but not just any world. He's now stuck inside that very same dating sim game. Unfortunately, he's not the main hero, not even a love interest. He's just Leon Fu Bartfort, a total background character, a nobody. Basically, a side NPC who the game barely cares about. Now here's the wild part. In this world, women run the show. Like, seriously. Guys, they've got two options. Be a husband to a noble lady or be a backup boy toy. No in between. Even Leon's dad is in that awkward setup. He's married to this noble woman named Lady Zora, who's basically the queen of drama. She's loud, bossy, and treats everyone like her personal puppet. Not exactly the dream family Leon hoped for. Fast forward 10 years, and Leon's now a teenager, older, smarter, and definitely not interested in being anyone's side piece. He's gearing up to attend Holtford Academy, which is basically a matchmaking hotspot where guys either find wives or get signed up as noble ladies plus ones. Not ideal, but it's the best option in this weird matriarchal world. But surprisingly, his wicked stepmom Lady Zora has her own cringe plan. She wants Leon to marry some rich noblewoman, who just so happens to be 50 years old and already been married 7 times. Yep, 7. Leon's like, nope, not doing that. But Zora's not taking no for an answer. Realizing that his life might actually be on the line if he doesn't escape this disaster marriage plan, Leon decides to cheat the system. He remembers that during his hellish playthrough of the game, he bought this overpowered item, a secret spaceship called Luxian, and now he's going to find it in real life. So he says peace out to his dad and heads off on a solo adventure. Along the way, he slays some monsters, earns XP, and grinds like he's prepping for a boss fight. But then, bam, a random tornado smashes his ship to pieces and leaves him stranded on a sketchy floating island. Never one to give up, Leon explores the island and stumbles upon a creepy old ruin. Inside, he finds 2 skeletons just chilling there, with their ID cards still attached. Kinda gross, but hey, loot is loot. He pockets one of the IDs, hoping it might come in handy. Deeper inside, he finally finds it. Luxian, the legendary AI-powered spaceship. But of course, it's not just sitting there waiting to be claimed. Nah, it's guarded by a killer robot with serious attitude. Leon flashes the skeleton's ID, hoping to fake his way in. The robot scans it, goes, nope, and immediately tries to laser Leon into a pancake. After taking some damage and nearly getting turned into toast, Leon manages to take the bot down. Then, he goes full sci-fi hacker mode and scans his own hand to see if he can claim Luxian for real. And it works. Turns out Leon's got some rare combo DNA going on. Part new human who can use magic, and part old human, the OG tech geniuses who built Luxian. So now, the ship's fancy AI is like, welcome, new boss. So 3 months roll by and Leon's still missing in action. Lady Zora, being her usual charming self, assumes he probably got himself killed while trying to tourage that nightmare marriage. She's already spilling the tea to Leon's dad, probably thinking she can now snatch up that noble family's fortune without him getting in the way. But then Leon shows up like a total boss. He rolls in with the biggest smile on his face, casually cruising on Luxian like it's no big deal. Oh, and he didn't come back empty-handed. He brought home a mountain of dungeon loot like it was a casual grocery run. And just like that, Lady Zora's gold-digging dream goes poof. With his shiny new riches, Leon doesn't have to listen to her matchmaking nonsense anymore. A few days later, Leon's just chillin' on his own private island. Yes, private island. Turns out it's the very same island where he found all that treasure. And now he's watering plants like he's living his best, cozy farmer life. Luxian's there too, floating around as this cute little ball drone, acting like a sassy Roomba with an attitude. Leon tells Luxian and the other robot minions to start building his dream setup. A nice house, a bath with hot springs, because yeah, this island just happens to have hot water crystals, and basically anything that screams retirement life but make it teenage. With no money problems and his own land, Leon plans to just vibe in peace. But of course, life has other plans. Because of his epic dungeon hunting streak and discovering new floating islands, the kingdom slaps a shiny title on him, Baron. Sounds cool, but here's the catch. Now he's got to marry someone from noble blood. Yep, that escalated fast. So, off he goes to Holtford Academy, where all the rich kids go to flex their last names and look pretty. It's also where most guys hope to land a noble wife, or at least not get stepped on socially. Leon walks in on day one, and boom, deja vu hits him like a truck. He instantly recognizes the 5 shiny love interests from the game: Julius, Jilk, Brad, Greg, and Chris. All of them are nobles, all of them are sparkly, and basically walking poster boys for a romance novel. And then there's Angelica, aka the mean girl in the game. She's Julius's fiancée and daughter of a super powerful noble. She's got that "I'll destroy you with a glare" energy. But then things get weird. Leon spots a new girl he doesn't remember from the game, and right there, she slaps Julius across the face. Which is weird, because in the original game, it was the heroine who was supposed to do that. But this girl doesn't look anything like the main girl. She's shorter, not as flashy, and has a completely different name. Her name is Marie, but the game's actual heroine was supposed to be someone named Olivia. So now Leon's just standing there thinking, what the heck is going on? So during lunch break, Leon links up with his 2 bros, Daniel and Raymond, fellow regular dudes just like him. No noble blood, no fancy titles, just 3 average guys trying to survive in a school full of rich drama queens. Leon's got tea party dreams, so he asks his buddies for advice on which girl he should invite. Unfortunately, they're just as clueless as he is. The only thing they've successfully attracted so far is bad luck. Meanwhile, Prince Sparkleface, aka Julius, has girls lining up like he's giving out free diamonds. Leon and his friends just stand there watching, low-key amazed, high-key jealous. Even Angelica, Julius's actual fiancée, nervously asks if she's getting an invite. Julius just cold shoulders her like she's invisible and casually invites Marie instead. Angelica's shocked. Leon's confused. Like, bro, according to the game, Julius is supposed to flirt with the heroine, not some random new girl. But instead of going full detective mode, Leon just shrugs it off and heads to class. Turns out the teacher's lecturing about tea party etiquette. Leon's eyes light up like he just unlocked secret DLC. He's so hyped, he practically bows down and mentally crowns the teacher his master. Armed with his new tea party intel, Leon books a hotel room, preps fancy food, sets the vibe, and waits. The girls show up, but not for him. They roll in, gobble all the snacks like it's a free buffet, then dip without saying a word. Feeling kinda defeated, Leon heads back and finally bumps into the real heroine, Olivia. But she's not having a great time either. Turns out she's being bullied by a bunch of noble girls just because she's a scholarship student. One of them even bans her from attending Brad's tea party. Like, seriously? Gatekeeping a tea party? Leon, being the decent guy he is, swoops in and treats Olivia to some top-tier food and drinks. Girl's never eaten that good in her life. He also gives her a little pep talk and suggests she ask Angelica directly to stop the bullying. Olivia takes his advice and goes straight to Angelica. And here's where things take a turn.
許すも何も私が追い出そうとしているわけではない。
Angelica's not actually the bully boss everyone thinks she is. She says she never planned to kick Olivia out or anything like that. The real problem is her squad of stuck-up rich girls who just bully for fun. Still, Angelica's kinda impressed. She's like, who told you to do this? And Olivia, being the honest cinnamon roll she is, says, Leon did. That name rings a bell. Turns out Angelica already knows about Leon's dungeon-conquering skills and thinks he's kinda legit. Next day at the academy, it's dungeon time. All the students are gearing up to go on their school-sponsored monster hunting field trip. But Leon's two bros, Daniel and Raymond, totally skip out. And Leon's not thrilled about it. Those were his only ride-or-die buddies. So now he's stuck teaming up with Olivia, which isn't the worst, but still, squad goals equal to crushed. Meanwhile, Angelica's out here catching drama. She straight up confronts Marie, calling her out for getting way too close to Julius. But instead of backing up his actual fiancé, Julius basically hits her with the leave Marie alone routine. He acts like Angelica's some jealous ex when she's literally his betrothed. Leon sees all this drama unfold and finally snaps. He needs to know who this Marie girl really is. So he asks Olivia to spill the tea. Turns out Marie's backstory is classic sob story material. She's the daughter of a broke viscount, used to get bullied hard, and pretty much had zero fans. But now, she's somehow managed to charm all 5 of the Academy's top-tier pretty boys. They're basically her glam squad at this point, following her around like loyal puppies. After the gossip sesh, Leon and Olivia head into the dungeon and start gathering some shiny magic crystals like good students.
ダンジョンって宝箱とかもあるんですよね。
100リアは確実だね。
Things are chill until they run into a horde of angry ant monsters. But Leon's got this. He slices through those bugs like he's mowing the lawn. That is, until a surprise guest shows up, a monkey monster with teeth. The thing actually bites Leon, which, yeah, not fun. Leon still manages to take it down, but right after that, a whole wave of ant monsters starts crawling out. He's just about to throw hands again when the 5 princes make their grand entrance. No joke, they stroll in like they're headlining a K-pop concert, hair flowing, faces glowing, totally extra. They tell Leon to leave it to them, and then go full action hero mode, complete with dramatic music and slow-mo jumps. Julius ends up getting hurt, but he's all good. Marie's there with her healing magic, all sweet and sparkly. But surprise, Olivia's got healing powers too. She patches up Leon like a pro, and it suddenly makes sense how she scored that scholarship. Leon thanks her, but then he sees Marie walking off with Julius, arm in arm, like they're already on a honeymoon. That's when it hits him. This whole storyline is way off script. In the game, Olivia was supposed to be the main heroine. But now, it's like Marie's taken the spotlight.
一体どうなってる?
So one day, out of nowhere, thick black smoke starts pouring out of a campus fireplace. Turns out it wasn't marshmallows in there. It was Marie's bag and books, getting torched like someone had a personal vendetta against her stationery. Naturally, Julius goes full justice mode and tracks down the culprits. And they throw Angelica under the bus. They claim she told them to light Marie's stuff on fire. Now Angelica might be intense, but she's not a pyro. She had nothing to do with the fire. But Julius doesn't listen. He's too busy playing Marie's knight in shining armor and basically tells Angelica to stay away from both of them. And just like that, Angelica gets emotionally yeeted out of the love triangle. Meanwhile, Leon's chilling in the library with Olivia, probably just trying to avoid more royal nonsense. But then, bam, they hear sketchy noises coming from the next aisle. Naturally, they check it out, and they find Marie, full-on making out with Brad. Yep, one of the 5 princes. Girl moves fast. Then we get a peek inside Marie's head, and turns out she's also not from this world. Just like Leon, she got isekai'd in too. But unlike him, she's loving it. No boring life, no responsibilities, just rich, hot guys doing her bidding. Later, as if she didn't already have enough fanboys, Julius and Joke show up like her personal wish-granting duo. They offer to hire her a personal butler to help with her everyday struggles. Marie tries to play it cool and says she can't afford it, but the boys are like, "No worries, we'll cover it." She smiles sweetly on the outside, but inside she's straight up giggling at her good fortune. To her, this is less about the butler and more like, "Score, I just got myself a loyal demi-human servant for free." So, Leon's got a hunch. He's starting to suspect that Marie isn't just some random transfer student with a thing for royalty. Nah, he's thinking she's like him. So he tells his trusty AI sidekick Luxion to go full FBI and dig up dirt on both Marie and Angelica.
それなりに楽しんでいましたね。
With his background check in progress, Leon hits up the Academy dance party with his usual bros, Daniel and Raymond. The goal is maybe charm a few girls and finally stop being single. But turns out status matters more than swagger. The noble girls straight up ignore them and even send their personal goons to rough them up. Because apparently, ballroom brawling is a thing now. So there they are, lying on the floor like dropped snacks, when Olivia walks over with more drama updates. She tells Leon that Angelica just had another showdown with Marie. This time, she tried to expose Marie for being a five-timer. Yep, Marie's out here collecting princes like Pokemon cards. But instead of being shocked, Julius is totally chill about it. He's like, "Yeah, Marie's got all the guys, but I'm her true love." Cue dramatic sighs and hearts in the air from every girl in the ballroom, except Angelica, who's about ready to throw hands. And she does.
ひどい天下をたぶらかした悪女め
Angelica challenges Marie to a duel in front of everyone. Now, does Marie step up? Of course not. Instead, her harem squad, the five princes, start volunteering one by one to fight in her place. Meanwhile, Angelica looks around and crickets. Even her so-called friends are like, "Nope, not messing with that royal mess." Leon watches all this unfold and suddenly remembers this exact duel happened in the game. But it was supposed to be Olivia who fought, not Angelica. And the ending is not pretty. Angelica loses and gets exiled to some sad village to marry a cranky old guy. Leon wasn't planning to play White Knight, but seeing Angelica about to get tag-teamed by five princes? Yeah, that doesn't sit right with him. Plus, he's been dying to knock those smug guys down a peg. So he steps up and offers to be Angelica's fighter.
はいはい、皆さん。
誰知らない。
Then he ups the stakes. If he wins, Marie has to back off Julius. But Marie, ever the fake sweetheart, says fine, but if she wins, Angelica has to stop bullying the lower status students. Sounds noble, right? But Leon sees through it. That line is lifted straight out of the game's main heroine dialogue. Confirmed. Marie's totally another player in this otome. So Leon does the dramatic thing, throws Angelica's glove at Julius like he's starting a medieval courtroom brawl. And just like that, the match is officially on. Next stop, the Academy Coliseum.
認める
So, back in her room, Marie is fuming. She's pacing around, throwing a mini tantrum like a drama queen at a canceled fashion show. She can't believe Leon had the audacity to mess with her carefully crafted harem storyline.
なんなのよあのモブは。
Meanwhile, Leon walks into his own room and, surprise, it's been redecorated with some fine vandalism, courtesy of the prince's lackeys. There are scribbles all over the walls like it's toddler art day at Nobility Daycare. And to top it off, Luxion's security footage reveals that poor Daniel and Raymond were dragged into it too, forced to join the graffiti gang. But Leon's not about to let some petty doodles get to him. He's got bigger things on his mind, like, what are the odds he can actually beat Julius in the upcoming duel? Luckily, Luxion has analytics mode unlocked. It crunches the numbers, runs the bets, and woof. Turns out 99% of the students are putting their money on Julius. That's right, 99. Leon's basically the underdog of the century. The only ones betting on him was himself, and probably his mom if she knew. After seeing the mess in his room, Angelica calls him up and begs him to just back out before things get worse. She's genuinely worried for him, but Leon's not about to run away. He's not here to play the coward card. Then comes the big day. The school's coliseum is packed. It's like everyone canceled class just to watch the fight of the year. Leon walks into the arena looking chill, rocking some mysterious outfit custom-made by Luxion. On the other side, the princes strut in wearing sleek, high-tech armor that probably costs more than a small island. The crowd immediately starts trash-talking Leon. They think he forgot his armor. Even Angelica's like, did he just show up in cosplay? But Leon's cool as ever. And then he summons Aragons, his actual armor. It's bulky, old school, and built like a tank. Definitely not the latest fashion in combat tech. The crowd loses it, calling it junk, outdated, and ugly. Basically, if Aragons was a phone, it'd still have buttons and a flip screen. But Leon is unbothered. He knows the glow-up is coming. And besides, Daniel and Ray Raymond put their bets on him, which low-key warms his heart. Now the stage is set, the crowd's roasting him, the odds are against him, and the armor is not cute. But Leon's locked in. Let the showdown begin. All right, first round of the big showdown kicks off, and it's Leon versus Brad. The crowd is hyped until Leon whips out his weapon of choice, a shovel. Yep, not a sword, not a laser cannon, a straight-up shovel. The audience loses it, laughing like they just watched a stand-up set.
以前に試乗した時
Brad, thinking this is gonna be a walk in the park, charges in with his flashy torpedo blade. But turns out Leon's chunky Arrogance armor isn't just for show, it's got moves. Leon sidesteps like a pro and ends the fight with a clean, casual counterattack. Boom! Brad's down. The crowd goes silent. The only person clapping is that one Tea Party teacher who's clearly vibing with Leon's chaos energy. Next up, Greg. He rolls in looking tough, but Leon doesn't waste time. He smashes Greg's armor like it's made of tinfoil, forcing him to pop out like a kid losing at hide-and-seek. But Greg isn't done embarrassing himself. He grabs a random piece of scrap metal and starts wallowing on Arrogance's leg like he's David and Leon's the Iron Goliath. It's kinda sad. Everyone's watching like, bro, sit down. Even the ref's like, okay, that's enough, and gives Leon the win. Then comes round 3. Chris the Swordsman, known for his slick moves and blade skills. Leon's ready. As Chris charges, sword in hand, Leon casually backs up and unleashes drones. Tiny flying drones. Chris starts panicking mid-battle, yelling that Leon's cheating. He wants a proper sword fight like in the good old days. Leon's like, fine, let's do it. They clash for exactly 2 seconds before Leon grabs Chris's sword and crushes it with his bare mech hand. Snap, game over. Chris just drops to his knees, realizing he's got no game without his shiny sword. Then it's time for the 4th match, Leon versus Jilk. But before things heat up, the referee calls for a short break. Jilk, being the sneaky slime he is, uses this time to cook up a dirty little plan. He gets Leon's own sister, Jenna, to slap a bomb on Arrogance's back. It is because she's salty that Leon embarrassed their family and made enemies with the noble elite. But joke's on them, Luxian's always watching. The little AI sidekick sees everything and immediately reports the sabotage. Leon isn't surprised. He knew someone would try something shady. And honestly, he built Arrogans like a walking tank. A few explosives, barely a scratch. All right, back to the fight. As soon as the match restarts, Jilk comes out swinging, literally. He lobs a bomb at Leon's mech, Arrogans, then flies up into the air like some budget superhero, raining bullets like he's playing an arcade game on easy mode. Problem is, none of it works. Arrogans just stands there like, is that all you got? So Jilk pulls his secret weapon, the sabotage bomb Jenna planted earlier. He triggers it, expecting a big boom and a dramatic victory. Nope, Arrogans barely even flinches. At this point, Leon's done playing around. He flies up and smacks Jilk out of the sky like a bug hitting a windshield. Game over. And Marie is not happy. She drops her sweet girl act and goes full rage mode. Turns out this innocent heroine is not as cute and cuddly as she pretends to be. Now it's time for the final boss battle, Leon versus Julius. Before throwing down, Leon tries to double-check something that's been bugging him. He asks Julius what he knows about Olivia. Julius is like, I think I've heard of her? Isn't she that quiet scholarship girl? Which is insane because in the original game, Olivia and Julius were supposed to be the main love story. So what's up with this alternate timeline? But Leon can't ponder plot holes for long because Julius goes full anime mode, launching a storm of flashy attacks while monologuing about his deep love for Marie. According to Julius, Marie sees him as a normal guy, not just a prince. Unlike Angelica, who reminds him of his royal responsibilities, Julius just wants to be loved for who he is, aka a rich, spoiled noble who hates being a rich, spoiled noble. Eventually, Leon gets tired of all the feels and decides to end this emo monologue fest. He smashes Julius's armor like it's made of papier-mâché and slams him into the ground. Done and dusted.
ルクシオンインパクト
That's 5 princes down. Leon wins. Now here comes the fallout. Julius loses his title as the crown prince. He's no longer engaged to Angelica, which honestly was falling apart anyway. But he doesn't care. He's all in for Marie, even if his royal status just got deleted. His 4 besties got the same treatment. No titles, no fame, just 5 broke guys with bruised pride. Marie is furious. Her dream of living like a queen with 5 loyal princes is completely crushed.
みんなが愛着ばっかじゃないの。
守ってくれるなら安心だな。
ふざけんなこら。
But hey, silver lining? They all agree to go dungeon crawling to earn money and train up. You know, so maybe one day they can get strong enough to beat Leon, but that's gonna take a while. So, after the whole Leon humiliates 5 princes saga, he goes to meet with Angelica's dad, a powerful noble with major don't mess with me energy. Leon wants to cut a deal, protect me and my fam from Julius's salty royal tantrums, and in return I'll give up my noble title and peace out of the academy. Dude just wants to chill on his private island and live his quiet side character life, okay? Angelica's dad agrees. But there's a catch. Leon has to take Angelica with him on vacation. Yep, she's been in full sad girl mode since the whole duel drama, and her dad's hoping a beach trip will reset her vibe. So off they go, Leon, Angelica, and Olivia, heading to his fancy little island paradise.
なんなのあんたたちは。
お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。
させてもらうことになった。あ、そうでしたか。
No royal drama, just hot springs, fresh air, and a little bonding time. The 3 of them grow a lot closer, like a wholesome anime beach episode but with fewer swimsuits and more emotional healing. But of course, peace doesn't last long. One day, a royal messenger shows up with a plot twist. The king and queen, aka Julius's very royal parents, want to promote Leon to 6th rank nobility. It is because apparently beating their son and teaching him a hard life lesson is grounds for a promotion. Leon's like, please no, but you don't say no to royalty. So he goes to the palace, takes the shiny new title, and just like that, he's back at the academy, title and all. He wanted out, but nope, still stuck in the game. The good news is, Angelica and Olivia are around to help him survive the awkward stares and endless politics, especially when they show up in the maid outfits for the school festival and Leon's brain short circuits. But deep down, he reminds himself, he's a mob character, not the hero. He can't get involved romantically. He wants Olivia to grow into the real heroine of the story, just like the game intended. Now, school festival time rolls in, and Leon, Daniel, and Raymond decide to open a humble little cafe. Angelica and Olivia volunteer as the maid crew, and things seem to be going smoothly. That is, until Daniel and Raymond make a grim discovery. Marie and the Fab 5 princes are opening a rival cafe right next door. Naturally, Leon and crew check it out. And yikes, it's like walking into a 5-star lounge. Female students are swarming Julius like he's a pop idol on tour, and their cafe setup makes Leon's place look like a school bake sale. Marie, ever the smug queen, straight up tells Leon this is payback for the duel. Her cafe's gonna crush his.
言われなくてもお茶に嘘はつかない。
学園祭当日が楽しみね。
And when the festival kicks off, she kinda wasn't bluffing. Poor Olivia, who's in charge of promoting their cafe, ends up getting bullied instead. Some snotty nobles call her Angelica's lapdog and throw serious shade about a commoner being friends with a noble. But Olivia pushes through like a champ and eventually lands their first customer, Carla Fu Wayne. Only, Carla's not really there for the coffee. She just wants Olivia to introduce her to Leon. So, it's day 2 of the school festival, and Leon's squad is getting their little cafe all set up again, probably still recovering from Marie's smug cafe flex next door. But then, the committee suddenly pulls Angelica aside. Why? Oh, no big deal. Just that Queen Malene herself rolled up to campus. Yep, the actual Queen of Holford decided to crash the school festival, and she specifically asked Angelica to be her tour guide, then planned to meet Leon afterward. She wanted to give him a mix of royal side-eye for his unorthodox duel antics, and a thank you for trying to snap Julius out of Marie's magic girlfriend grip. Even though, let's be real, Julius is still deep in simp territory. Meanwhile, back at the cafe, Leon and Olivia finally get their first customers of the day. And it's the worst kind. Stephanie and her squad of spoiled mean girls. They're not there for tea. They're there to humiliate Leon for making her lose big in the duel bets. She even throws a teacup at him and stomps on his head like she's trying to start a royal wrestling match. And just as this chaos is unfolding, Queen Mylene and Angelica walk in. Perfect timing.
すぐに入れ直してまいります。
どうせ大した茶葉でもないし。
Angelica sees the mess and instantly switches into noble lady bodyguard mode, grabbing Stephanie by the collar like she's about to toss her out the window. But Stephanie, still in full brat mode, claps back. She throws shade at Angelica, insults Olivia, calls her a pet, and claims Angelica's only friends with her because no other nobles will talk to her. At this point, Leon's patience is hanging by a single thread.
そのどぶ臭い口を閉じろ。
He steps in, but Stephanie plays the "Do you know who my family is" card and even commands her servant to slap Leon. Girl really thought she was invincible. Enter Queen Mylene. She calmly tells Stephanie to chill and leave the cafe, but Stephanie doesn't recognize her and actually calls the queen an old hag. Yep, you heard that right. That's when Leon absolutely loses it. He sees his legal green light and yeets Stephanie's goons across the cafe like they were rag dolls.
飛べた大義を得たりたまれよが
落ち着けリオン
Then he drops the bomb. The old hag she just insulted is literally Queen Mylene. Stephanie's face goes full ghost white. Meanwhile, Mylene's trying to play it cool, telling Leon to stand down. But Leon's not backing off. He's like, sorry, but royal law says if you insult the queen, that's a death sentence. Things get so intense that Angelica has to bring in Leon's Zen master, which is Professor Lucas, to talk him off the ledge.
頼るしかないか
ミスターリオンよ。
すみません師匠。
Once Leon finally calms down and stops playing executioner, Mylene finally gets to explain why she came. But Leon is too dazzled by her beauty to focus. The dude's blushing, getting flustered. And yeah, he kinda half jokes about marrying her on the spot.
ミレーヌさん、俺と結婚してください。
So Leon casually drops a half-serious marriage proposal on Queen Mylene, and instantly Olivia and Angelica go into panic mode like, "Bro, what are you doing?" But shocker, Mylene's actually flattered. Apparently being complimented by chaotic side characters isn't something she gets every day. Honestly, she kinda liked it. But unexpectedly, Julius had been eavesdropping the whole time. And the second he hears Leon trying to charm his mom, he storms in, throws hands like it's WWE, and drags Queen Mom back to his cafe like an angry toddler who just lost his favorite toy.
たとえ家族がいたとしても、俺は。
Now, here's the juicy bit. One of Mylene's real reasons for coming to the festival was to meet Marie, the sneaky girl who manipulated her son and turned him from crown prince to crown fool. But Julius knows if his mom meets Marie, it's game over. So he plays dumb and acts like he has no clue where Marie is. Meanwhile, Carla finally pops up and asks Leon for help saving her family from some mysterious doom. Leon agrees, and Luxion immediately questions him like, "Dude, you don't even know her." But Leon's like, "Well, Olivia introduced her. So if I say no, I'd feel like a jerk." Plus, the school's about to go on break anyway, so it's not like he's got plans other than maybe reorganizing his island furniture. When Leon strolls back to the cafe, he senses the vibes are off. Olivia and Angelica are working together, but acting like they just had a group project fight. Turns out Stephanie's pet insult hit Olivia harder than expected. She's starting to doubt why Angelica would ever want to be friends with a commoner like her. Leon, Daniel, and Raymond quickly catch on to the tension. But since they're not exactly emotional support experts, they decide to shut down the cafe for a breather. But Leon's already cooking up his next hustle, the flying bike race. Yep, that flying bike race. the big flashy highlight of the whole festival, where people ride literal hoverbikes like it's Mario Kart in the sky. Angelica's one of the event organizers, and she spills the tea. The reigning champ is a third year named Dan Elgar, but the first years are putting all their hopes on none other than Jilk. Yep, that Jilk. And Leon? Oh, he's not just watching. He's about to turn that race into his next payday. His day rolls around, and the academy is buzzing. Students are hyped, banners are flying, and everyone's placing their bets. Meanwhile, Leon is sitting off to the side like a smug racetrack gremlin, casually stacking his cash pile like it's poker night. Thanks to Luxion's cheat code level prediction system, he's already made bank before the engines even rev her. But of course, nothing goes perfectly in Leon's world. One of the riders he bet on, Jill, gets injured in the prelims. He still technically wins, but his body says no to the next round. And Marie is super salty because now her prize hopes are circling the drain. The organizers are scrambling to find a replacement when suddenly, boom, Clarice storms into the infirmary. She rolls up with 3 slaves and a bodyguard, like she's auditioning for Villain of the Week. Turns out she's not there to help. She's the reason Jilk's injured because, well, Jilk dumped her, so she straight up hired people to mess him up. Once Clarice storms off like the chaos queen she is, Angelica starts looking for someone, anyone, to replace Jilk. That's when Marie casually suggests Leon, acting like it's a totally selfless idea and not, part of her ongoing ruin Leon's life mission. Angelica's got no time, and if she can't find someone ASAP, she'll get grilled by the school committee. So Leon sighs, dusts himself off, and agrees.
泣いて喜べ緑の陰険野郎覚悟しておけ
リオン。
出場する
Mostly because he still owes a favor to Angelica's dad. He tells Jilk to pay him back later because, hey, why not turn this into a side hustle? But the second Leon enters the race, it's open season. Half the racers are salty gamblers who lost big when Leon smoked the princes in the duel. So instead of racing, they spend the whole time trying to knock him out midair like it's a flying bumper car battle royale. Even the commentators are low-key rooting for Leon to get wrecked. While all that chaos is happening in the sky, back on the ground, Stephanie shows up again. Because, of course, she does. She finds Olivia and Angelica watching the race and wastes no time stirring the pot. Still bitter over the Queen Mylene incident, she starts digging into Angelica's past, claiming she used to be just like her, mean, snobby, and super anti-commoner. Unfortunately, the guilt trip works. Olivia starts doubting Angelica all over again, and before Angelica can even say, "Wait, that's not true," Olivia walks off, hurt. Angelica is furious. She snaps and lunges at Stephanie, and it takes a whole crowd to pull her back. Girl was ready to throw hands. Meanwhile, up in the sky, Leon is still dodging attacks like a pro and zipping past the chaos, thanks to Luxion's on-the-fly coaching. Somehow, he pushes through the madness and wins the whole thing. And how do the students react? They hate him even more. Because of course they do. After winning the flying bike race like a total boss, Leon goes to cash in his favor from Jilk. But instead of asking for money or something flashy, he pulls a curveball. He wants Jilk to apologize to Clarice for being a trash ex. So Leon drags Jilk over to see Clarice, and Jilk does the whole "I'm sorry" thing. Clarice? Oh, she accepts it, with her palm, smacks him right across the face. Honestly, well deserved. Once she's done slapping her ex into next week, Clarice turns to Leon like, "Okay, maybe you're not such a jerk after all." She even thanks him, kinda surprised he's actually a decent human being. Then she spills the tea. Olivia and Angelica have been acting weird ever since Stephanie's drama bomb. So Leon's like, bet, and rushes off to fix things. He finds Olivia and gently convinces her to give Angelica another shot.
もう一度だけアンジェと話してみます。
ああそれがいい
But just when things are looking up, Olivia gets a late-night knock on her door. It's Carla. She wants Olivia to join Leon on a trip to help with a small problem. Turns out Carla's secretly been teaming up with Stephanie, and they're trying to throw Olivia into some serious danger. Classic mean girl scheme. Olivia's scared of Stephanie, so she agrees, not knowing she's walking into a trap.
きっと二人なら
貴族にとそれにしてもずうずうしいわね。
The next day, Leon preps to head out. Carla wants help with a sky pirate problem back at her family's territory. But Leon's not clueless. He's already played this scenario in the game. He knows this whole pirate invasion is just a setup to mess with Olivia. But turns out this arc is actually a turning point in the game where Olivia levels up and starts becoming a real heroine. So Leon's like, all right, let's speedrun this character development. Instead of watching from the sidelines, Leon jumps into action. His plan is to help Olivia get stronger and secretly collect 3 powerful relics to awaken her saint powers. He needs a sacred bracelet hidden in a dungeon downtown, a holy necklace currently being flexed by one of the pirates, and a sacred scepter chilling at the royal temple. Now, let's be real. Olivia's still not strong enough to pull all this off herself. So Leon's like, I got this, and decides to fetch all 3 for her to fast-track her progress. Luxian, watching this whole thing unfold, starts wondering if Olivia might catch feelings for Leon. But Leon just laughs it off and says, nah, no way, I'm just a mob. So, after getting the ship all geared up and ready to roll, Leon showed up to meet Carla and Olivia. Turns out Carla also brought some extra baggage, Greg and Brad, aka 2 of the 5 former Pretty Boy princes. Oh, and Brad, yeah, he's also Stephanie's ex. So awkward. Back at the academy, Angelica was feeling all motivated to patch things up with Olivia. She headed over to her dorm, ready to drop a heartfelt, let's be friends speech, only to walk into a room that looked like a tornado had passed through. Even worse, Olivia was missing. Angelica didn't have to wait long for answers. Stephanie casually spilled the tea. Olivia had joined a mission to take out sky pirates.
随分と嫌われたものね。
やはりお前の差し金リビアに手を出したな。お前は終わりだ。潰すぞ。
Meanwhile, out on the mission, Leon was doing Leon things, aka being totally OP. With Aragans on deck, he steamrolled the pirates like it was a video game on easy mode. Greg was shook. This wasn't a dueling match with flashy moves. This was real battle stuff, and Leon crushed it, earning Greg's respect for life. But while Leon was out there collecting pirate bounties and admiration, Carla was sweating bullets. Her big sabotage plan flopped. Hard. And just to twist the knife, Leon dragged all the captured pirates straight to her family estate and spilled everything to her dad.
私は
カーラ、これは一体どういうことだ?
She had no choice but to snitch on Stephanie and admit the whole let's ruin Olivia's life plot. And sadly, part of that plan did mess with Olivia.
大丈夫か?
Girl was spiraling. After everything, she genuinely started to believe that Angelica saw her as a pet. And if Angelica looked down on her, what about Leon? He'd been super nice. But what if he was just using her too? When Leon saw Olivia later that night, she was totally crushed. She spilled all those sad thoughts, and it hit Leon like a truck. He wanted to help, but now he felt like he was part of the problem. So Leon started overthinking, again, and went to vent to Luxian. That sassy orb was like, dude, maybe you're the reason she's stuck. You keep doing everything for her so she never gets a chance to grow. Basically, Leon's hero complex might have blocked Olivia's main character arc. Leon didn't like hearing that, at all. He even socked Luxian in frustration. Then Brad popped up out of nowhere, swinging a sword around. Leon was like, wait, why are you even training with a sword? Aren't you a magic guy? And surprise, Brad admitted he's actually the weakest of the ex-Prince squad, so he's bulking up to stand a chance, and maybe win Marie's attention back. Leon, still in his emo phase, agreed to a little sparring session with Brad. It was quick, and of course Leon won. But the point wasn't the fight, it was the realization. Everyone's got their own struggles, even the so-called princes, and Olivia got hers too. Luxian was right. Leon meant well, but babying Olivia too much? Yeah, that might have hurt more than helped. So, the next morning, Leon was just trying to enjoy a chill breakfast with Brad and Greg. Eggs, toast, and zero drama. But of course, the Sky Pirates didn't get the memo. They rolled up again, ready for round 2. Before Leon could go full solo hero mode, Brad and Greg were like, Nah, dude, we're in this too. And surprisingly, they meant it. They weren't just pretty faces anymore. They actually wanted to fight. Then Olivia shows up. After pulling an all-nighter overthinking everything she said the night before, she realized she may have hurt Leon's feelings. And now, seeing the pirate ship roll in, she rushed out, worried about him and ready to lend a hand. But before she could even do anything cool, the pirate captain pulled up and tried to take her out. Brad and Greg swooped in just in time to save her, proving they weren't just there for moral support. Meanwhile, Leon was still out of the loop, until Luxion gave him the "Yo, Olivia's in danger" alert. When Leon saw Brad and Greg trying their best to protect her, something clicked. This was how it was supposed to go. The story playing out naturally, the princes stepping up, Olivia growing stronger, no more overpowered Leon stealing the spotlight. Except the pirate captain was still wrecking shop, and the boys were getting wrecked, so Leon had no choice but to jump in, beat the guy down, and casually grabbed the holy necklace mid-fight like it was a Black Friday deal. After the smoke cleared, Olivia healed Brad with her magic, which made him think of Marie. Leon saw them together and just dipped. He figured it was better for Olivia to bond with the princes like the game intended and forget about him, Mr. Background NPC. But of course, that just made Olivia sad and confused. Later, Leon and Luxion explored the pirate ship and found receipts that the pirates were working with Stephanie. She got busted by the royal family real quick, and then Angelica's dad rolled up with the Redgrave crew to round up the pirates. He was ready to hand out gold stars and promotions, but Leon passed the credit to Greg and Brad so their families would put them back in line for heir status. A few days later, Angelica found out Leon had hurt Olivia's feelings, and girl did not hold back. She walked up and slapped the heck out of him. That smack didn't just sting, it hit Leon right in his existential crisis. He decided once again to retreat from Olivia and Angelica's lives and just try to vibe as a normal dude. But fate wasn't done with him. Greg and Brad went full PR mode and begged the queen to promote Leon to 5th-rank nobility.
6位上から5位下に昇進と。グレッグ、そんなに俺のことが嫌いか。
Even Clarice's dad joined the fan club and co-signed it, thanking Leon for making Joke apologize. As a bonus gift, Clarice gave Leon a flying motorbike, like, here's a cool ride to go with your unwanted promotion. Still, despite all the upgrades, Leon found himself missing the girls. Lucky for him, a school trip was right around the corner, to a floating island in the south, and Leon, being the walking encyclopedia of the otome game world, knew this trip was major, like relationship leveling, rare item unlocking kind of major. It was the perfect chance for the heroine, aka Olivia, to power up and maybe, just maybe, get her groove back. So, the school finally goes on a field trip. By airship, no less. Fancy, but of course, it wouldn't be a true anime field trip if someone didn't act like a total clown. Enter 2 girls who used to be Angelica's so-called besties. Now that her engagement with Prince Julius is toast and her social clout's taken a nosedive, they're basically like, bye girl. And for some genius reason, they decide to spice up the trip by yeeting flares off the side of the ship. Eventually, they reach their destination and boom, Leon, Angelica, and Olivia just so happen to meet at a temple. And not just any temple. This one's straight up a divine Tinder hub. It's a matchmaking shrine, where your romantic wishes might just get granted if you make an offering. Naturally, Leon goes full "please I'm so lonely" mode and slaps down a stack of cash, begging the love gods to send him a girlfriend.
結婚相手を良識があってやっとエッチだったらなおよい俺を甘やかしてくれる
神聖な場所で何を言っているんだこのアホが
The temple guard's like, "Aight, take these party favors," and hands out 3 lucky charms, aka magical loot. Leon scores a Fortune in War charm, perfect for getting buffed up in sword fights. Olivia gets a White Good Luck charm that screams holy magic girl vibes, and Angelica ends up with a Red Elemental Blessing charm, boosting her fire magic. Pretty solid haul for a temple detour, but the good vibes get wrecked real fast.
友情を願われたのでしょうね。
The very next day, while Leon's just zoning out on deck, a surprise guest crashes the party. Princess Hertrude from Fanas, a kingdom that used to be part of Holford until it rage quit the Alliance and went rogue. She's here with an army and some serious attitude. Leon's like, wait, this boss fight is way ahead of schedule. In the game timeline, this kind of invasion wasn't supposed to happen until way later, like third-year final arc stuff. But nope, here comes Hertrude on a hologram, casually announcing war and giving the students a 1-hour countdown. Surrender or get absolutely demolished. Then things escalate. One of her generals, Garrett, boards the school ship with his goons, ready to start snatching up hostages. Angelica, being the fearless queen she is, figures they'll go for the top-tier nobles, so she straight up volunteers as tribute if they let the rest of the students go. Leon and Olivia try to stop her, but some extra students hold Leon back like, chill, hero boy. Meanwhile, Garrett clearly hates main character energy, so he tells the students to teach Leon a lesson. Yep, the guy who saved the kingdom multiple times is about to get beat down by his classmates. So Angelica, being the only one with guts, ends up face-to-face with Hertrude after volunteering as a hostage. And honestly, it's kind of embarrassing how only Leon and Olivia even tried to stop her. The rest of the students just stood around like they were watching a soap opera rerun. Now, Leon and Olivia are locked up behind bars like troublemakers on a school field trip gone wrong. But Chris shows up outside the cell like, yo, I need your help saving the others. His genius plan is that Leon distracts the baddies while everyone else escapes. Leon, being peak salty, basically says, why bother? These kids literally abandoned Angelica. But eventually he agrees, with conditions. If he's going to stick his neck out, these students better grow a spine and fight too. Chris is on board, but when he tries to rally the troops, it's a total flop. These students are straight-up chickens. Not even former fan club president energy from Chris gets them moving. Some even roast him for losing his fancy noble title. So Leon pulls a power move, fires a gun in the air, drops his noble status bomb, which outranks even the teachers, and tells them all to fight or die trying. Time for Plan B, psychological warfare. Leon starts roasting them harder than a holiday turkey, calls them fake nobles, disgraceful cowards, the works. That hits a nerve, especially for Deirdre Roseblade, who's like, excuse me? My family has more honor than your entire bloodline. Leon claps back with, cool story, but all that greatness? That was your ancestors. You're just out here ruining their legacy. Burn level extreme. But hey, it works. The students, now fueled by shame and rage, finally agree to fight. Even Deirdre, somehow weirdly into Leon's sass, starts crushing on him hard. Yep, she's either in love or ready to throw hands, maybe both. Then comes the big brain moment. Someone finally figures out why the Fennis army found their ship so easily. And yep, you guessed it. It's those two genius girls who tossed flares overboard like they were throwing glow sticks at a concert. So the students toss them in jail. With that mess cleaned up, Leon gears up to go save Angelica like the chaotic knight he is, while Olivia stays back on the ship. But Hertrude isn't sleeping on this. She notices Leon moving and whips out her magic flute. Yeah, a flute. Apparently this thing controls monsters. So the monsters were out here going full Godzilla mode, trying to chomp Leon out of the sky while he was just trying to fly over and crash Hertrude's villain party. Meanwhile, back on the Academy cruise ship, the students were finally doing something useful for once. Chris and his squad took on the monster horde head-on, while Olivia and the magic crew stayed back casting spells to protect the ship. But just when everyone thought they had a handle on things, boom, the enemy fleet showed up and hit them with a surprise missile party. The students were about to get turned into toast because, let's be real, their defense game was weak. Then Olivia suddenly goes full main character mode. Her long-lost Saint powers kick in at the perfect time, all thanks to that white luck amulet she got from the matchmaking temple. With her new glow-up powers, she throws up a massive barrier around the ship like it's no big deal, and bam, saves everyone from total destruction. Leon, seeing Olivia pop off like that, breathes a big ol' sigh of relief. With her holding down the fort, he speedruns his way through the enemy fleet, rescues Angelica like a pro, gives Garrett a little mustache-plucking payback because why not, and snatches Hertrude's magic flute like he's stealing candy from a royal toddler. Oh, and he drags Hertrude back to the Academy ship as a prisoner. Except, Hertrude ain't going out that easy. She'd rather let her monsters go wild than be someone's captive, so she gives up control of them just to cause more chaos. Now the students are running on empty. Their energy bars are flashing red, and someone's got to step in before the ship becomes a floating monster buffet. That's when Leon and Angelica tag in with their special temple talismans. Leon goes full sword warrior mode, and Angelica, powered up with her red elemental blessing, starts flinging fire spells like a total boss. But then Olivia hits her limit and faints like a true magical girl after a final attack. Angelica runs to help her. Olivia spills her heart out, saying she's been trying super hard because all she ever wanted was to be Angelica's friend. Angelica, who's low-key touched, comforts Olivia and admits she's always believed in her. And yes, she has always considered them friends, even if they got off to a rocky start. So, yay! Friendship unlocked! But just as we're about to cry happy tears, the ship gets smacked by another explosion. Angelica nearly gets launched off the deck, but Olivia grabs her, and in classic anime timing, she's the one who ends up falling overboard instead. Luckily, Leon sees it all go down and makes a dramatic dash to catch her mid-air. Alright, so Olivia had had enough. She straight up called out Leon for ghosting her when she didn't even know what she did wrong. And even after all that weird distance and drama? Yup, she still confessed that she loved him. Leon decided it wasn't the right time for lovey-dovey stuff. So instead of giving her an answer, he scooped her up and flew her to safety, like the dramatic hero he pretends not to be. Just then, his ship rolled in with partner and his trusty mech Arrogans. Time to throw hands. Meanwhile, Garrett unleashed Fanos's final boss, Sir Vandal, aka the Big Bad Black Knight.
黒騎士かよ。ドローン出します。素手だ。
Leon realized brute force wasn't going to cut it, so he pulled some classic anime-level tactics. He let the Black Knight stab Arrogans on purpose just so he could trap the dude. Then Leon hopped out, pointed a gun in Vandal's face, and was like, "Want to rethink your life choices?" Meanwhile, Luxion finished wiping out the rest of the monster army, forcing Garrett and his Black Knight buddy to retreat with their tails between their legs. After the dust settled, the students sailed back home with a bunch of prisoners. Leon once again pulled the old "I'm just a background dude" move and shoved all the war hero credit onto Chris, helping him earn back his spot as heir. Pretty generous for someone who literally saved everyone. With things finally calming down, Leon introduced his AI buddy Luxion to Olivia and Angelica, but the five princes still had bruised egos from getting wrecked by him earlier, so they challenged him to a rematch. Leon, being the king of flex, accepted, and surprisingly, he beat them again.
爆発でグレッグが死ぬところを。おい！お前の鎧おかしいぞ！
During the duel, though, Leon realized something important. These dudes are definitely not husband material for Olivia, like, at all, so he mentally gave them permission to keep simping over Marie instead. Speaking of Marie, she's still scheming. She already got her hands on the sacred bracelet from the dungeon, and now she's gunning for the other two holy items. Girl's got big main character energy, even if she totally hijacked someone else's storyline. Fast forward a few days, and Leon's all dressed up like it's award season. Thanks to his whole capturing a princess moment, the nobles finally agreed. This guy deserved to be a Viscount. Leon was over it, again, but took the title anyway because, well, politics. And as the anime wraps up, Leon links back up with Olivia and Angelica after the ceremony. He's still not ready to drop the "I love you" bomb, but Olivia's cool with waiting. She's patient like that. So yeah, Leon may just be a mob in this wild otome game world, but he's still out here saving the day, dodging feelings, and low-key changing the story. And while his anime journey might be done for now, trust me, it's far from over. Seriously, go check out the light novel or manga if you want to see what kind of chaos he stirs up next. End of Season 1. So the moral of the story is, if you keep saying you're just a background character, life's gonna keep promoting you until you're the main event, whether you like it or not.